Martial arts film is a film genre, a subgenre of the action film. Martial arts films contain numerous martial arts fights between characters, usually as the film's primary appeal and entertainment value, and often as a method of storytelling and character expression and development. Martial arts are frequently featured in training scenes and other sequences in addition to fights. Martial arts films commonly include other types of action, such as stunt work, chases, and/or gunfights. History. As with other action films, martial arts films are dominated by action to varying degrees. Many martial arts films have only a minimal plot and amount of character development, and focus almost exclusively on the action, while other martial arts films have more creative and complex plots and characters along with action scenes. Films of the latter type are generally considered to be artistically superior films, but many films of the former type are commercially successful and well received by fans of the genre. One of the earliest Hollywood movies to deploy the use of martial arts was Bad Day at Black Rock. Martial arts films contain many characters who are martial artists, and these roles are often played by actors who are real martial artists. If not, actors frequently train in preparation for their roles, or the action director may rely more on stylized action or filmmaking tricks like camera angles, editing, doubles, undercranking, wire work, and computer-generated imagery. Trampolines and springboards can also be used to increase the height of jumps. These techniques are sometimes used by real martial artists as well, depending on the style of action in the film. During the 1970s and 1980s, the most visible presence of martial arts films was the hundreds of English-dubbed kung fu and ninja films produced by the Shaw Brothers, Godfrey Ho, and other Hong Kong producers. These films were widely broadcast on North American television on weekend time slots that were often colloquially known as kung fu theater, black belt theater, or variations thereof. Inclusive in this list of films are commercial classics like The Big Boss, Drunken Master, and One-Armed Boxer. Martial arts films have been produced all over the world, but the genre has been dominated by Hong Kong action cinema, peaking from 1971 with the rise of Bruce Lee until the mid-1990s with a general decline in the industry. Other notable figures in the genre include Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Sammo Hung, Wen Biao, and Donnie Yen. Sonny Chiba has appeared with karate and jidaigeki from Japan of the 1970s. Hollywood has also participated in the genre with actors such as Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Brandon Lee, Wesley Snipes, Gary Daniels, Mark Dacascos, and Jason Statham. In the 2000s, Thailand's film industry became an international force in the genre with the films of Tony Jaa, and the cinema of Vietnam followed suit with The Rebel and Clash. In more recent years, the Indonesian film industry has offered Merantau and The Raid: Redemption. Women have also played key roles in the genre, including such actresses as Michelle Yeoh, Angela Mao, and Cynthia Rothrock. In addition, Western animation has ventured into the genre, with the most successful effort being the internationally hailed DreamWorks animation film franchise, Kung Fu Panda, starring Jack Black and Angelina Jolie. Subgenres. Kung fu films are a significant movie genre in themselves. Like westerns for Americans, they have become an identity of Chinese cinema, as the most prestigious movie type in Chinese film history. Kung fu movies were among the first Chinese films produced, and the wuxia period films, or the original form, are Chinese kung fu films. The wuxia period films came into vogue due to the thousands of years' popularity of wuxia novels. For example, the wuxia novels of Jin Yong and Gu Long directly led to the prevalence of wuxia period films. Outside of the Chinese-speaking world, the most famous wuxia film made was the Ang Lee film Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which was based on the Wang Dulu series of wuxia novels. It earned 4 Academy Awards, including one for Best Foreign Film. In Chinese-speaking world, martial arts films are commonly divided into 2 subcategories: the wuxia period films, and the more modern kung fu films. In Chinese-speaking world, martial arts films commonly refer to a genre wuxia which presents historical background, usually in ancient dynasties. There lives a common person, usually poor and without social status, but possessing a kind heart and would like to help people and fight for justice. So the character develops through the plot, fighting against the bad ones who hold the power, and finally achieves the peace and justice for people becomes a master of martial arts. Martial arts westerns are usually American films inexpensively filmed in Hollywood's traditional southwestern United States locations, transposing martial arts themes into an Old West setting, e.g., Red Son with Charles Bronson and Toshiro Mifune.